Hi guys, I'm Hayden Crawford and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specialising in colour therapy. Here is your colour numerology forecast for the week commencing the 16th to the 22nd of November 2020. Okay, so we've still got this Venus energy around us because we are in a universal month cycle 6, okay, and that is represented by Venus, which is pink over pink, in the Color Mirrors system, which is about balance and harmony within relationships and issues of separation as well. In particular, because we're in November. Now, November, as you know, is the 11th month, and the 11 energy of the Color Mirrors system is duality, which is black over white. So Scorpio is also about death and regeneration, and also, rising from the ashes of an old way of being. And in tarot, card 6 is connected to the lovers, which is all about romance and love and, finding new love and all of that. But it also can be about all the darker Scorpio aspects of like possession or obsession and lust and desire. Ooh. So this is kind of like another big impact on what we're experiencing this week. Now on Monday we have the 16th. It's the 16 energy, and that's a karmic number. So that represents the tower in traditional tarot, and even in the Color Mirrors system, this beautiful olive green over lilac bottle is called the tower. And this is where it's like an explosion of old structures for a consequent clarification. So this would be the day, especially because of all of this kind of looking at the good and the bad, the black and the white stuff for November and the Scorpio, is a day that could really break down a lot of the old things that are no longer serving you in your life for a consequent clarification. And that can be your relationships, your job, your home, your family, whatever it is. But it's kind of like carries the vibration of losing everything. So don't panic, obviously, because it doesn't necessarily mean that anything that breaks down in your life is a bad thing. It can sometimes just be clearing the way for new things to come along. But the 16 also carries the 7 energy, and that's about a lesson or a sacrifice as well. So there's always, whenever we have to let go of something or someone, there's always an underlying lesson which underpins it. So you have to look for that. On the 17th, for those of you that have survived the storm on Monday, you'll find that it'll get a lot easier for you. And actually your relationship may move on to the next level, because the wish bottle, which is coral over blue, is all about a change in status, whether that's within a job or a project that you're doing or a relationship. So it might be that you've been dating somebody, for a few years, and all of a sudden they pop the question, okay, because you've managed to navigate all of this very challenging Scorpio and 11 and 6 energy that November has thrown at you. So, it'll be time to give yourself a bit of a pat on the back if you have, and, really start reaping the rewards, because you'll feel a lot more protected, a lot more illuminated, and you'll start feeling that sense of expansion taking place on Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, we have material and spiritual conflict, which is red over rose pink. Another difficult vibration, unfortunately. So, this is where you are looking at survival, your survival on the planet, and whereabouts you can still do your soul-based work, this beautiful love work. The rose pink, it represents divine love, and it's about being and doing the things that you really are passionate about. And the red goes, you can't do that because you're not going to be able to survive. What are you thinking? And it's kind of like the completion of an old pattern associated with that, which will be in relationship to a family, your family, or a family member, or a relationship as well. Okay, so it'll be to do with this interconnectivity within the family dynamic, but it will be coming to a close as well. So, it is challenging, it is difficult. I mean, we are going through very, very challenging times on planet Earth, at the moment. We really are. And you can see that reflected in, all the stuff that's going on with COVID and, the banking and the political systems, they're all kind of breaking down and everyone's questioning what's real and what's not real and all of that. So, when we get to the 19th, which is Thursday, this is the Buddhic bliss bottle. And actually, this is a very positive combination. But in its negative aspect, because we always have to look at both, this is about guilt and a lack of authentic power or not valuing yourself. But as a positive aspect, it's really about you going into a time of peace and plenty within your own life. So for those of you that have managed to navigate the rough and stormy waters of November, you'll be reaping the rewards of the hard yards that you've kind of put in. For those of you that have fallen into the role of the victim, which is the shadow pattern of the pink Venus energy, then it might not necessarily be presenting itself to you in that way. Friday, we have the Awakening bottle, which is always a joy to see, really, because it's about the magenta divine love coming down to the copper earth. And through that process, it's like awakening takes place. It's like we wake up out of our dream state, and we start recognizing that we are divine love living on the planet, and that we've got the potential to be able to open up our feminine awareness to this new way of being, kind of new earth energies, really. So Friday's exciting in a lot of respects for those of you that have been able to overcome the challenges of the last few weeks. For anyone who hasn't, this could be, again, another place where you're sitting still in judgment and guilt, and you're feeling guilty about something that's taken place before you. And again, whatever way you experience this will be perfect as well, be absolutely perfect for what you need right now. Saturday's the key is bottle number 21, and it's gold over yellow. And again, it's almost like a sun, isn't it? It's like this shiny golden yellow light. But of course, the negative aspect of yellow is fear and confusion. And, so sometimes this can be, again, you having to confront some fears, but it's about you moving beyond ego and fear-based patterns and stepping into your authentic power, which is in gold, and your value. So you finding a way of being able to become the conscious creator of your own reality. And, it's time. It really is time for you to start stepping into that, because if you don't, what's the alternative? You just become a victim of circumstances. Well, who wants that? Not me. Do you? I didn't think so. And then finally, Scorpio comes to the end of its reign, because the 22nd is the last day of Scorpio. And this is the forgiveness bottle, which is, again, deep magenta over magenta. So this is where we need to kind of bring in, this is going to be quite a powerful day, actually, because the 22nd is a master number. We've got the 11th of November as well, so it kind of impacts and boing, it's like pretty full on when we look at this. And it's forgiveness that might need to take place towards ourselves or our partner or somebody within our family, and it's about, or God, our creator. So you've got to kind of expect the unexpected with this, really, and start looking at why you've maybe been holding on to resentment and things like that, because you don't have to, you can release all of this now. It's time for you to be able to illuminate all of those old beliefs and shadow patterns and behaviors, because they've kept you stuck. They've kept you in this state of kind of like a state of almost like being in like a vat of peanut butter is probably the best way that I can explain it. So Scorpio comes to the end of her reign, and Sagittarius comes in on the 23rd, which we'll be talking about in next week's colour numerology forecast. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I certainly have. And make sure that you subscribe, please, to the Numerologist channel and click the bell for future notifications so you never miss one of our videos. And then head down into links and click the link to get your free video numerology report, which will unlock the secrets of your unique personality code. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.